Hello, my name is Yahya Nabil and today I'll be explaining the product and quotient rules. So first off, we have the formulas. The formula of the product rule is the derivative is going to equal to u times the derivative of v plus v times the derivative of u. Or if we're going to use a or b to define the terms, it's going to be a prime times b plus a times b prime. And the formula for the quotient rule, the derivative equals v times the derivative of u minus u times the derivative of v all over v squared. Or if we're using a and b to define the terms, it's gonna be a prime times b minus a times b prime all over b prime. Okay, so now we have some examples for the product rule. First example is find the derivative of f of x equals to 2x cubed plus 1 times x squared minus x plus 3. So the first step, we're going to define the terms. So u of x is going to be 2x cubed plus 1, and v of x is going to be x squared minus x plus 3, the second term. Then the second step, we're going to find the derivative of each term. So the derivative of u of x, we're going to multiply 2 by 3, and then we're going to subtract the power of 3 by 1, so that's going to be 6x to the power of 2, and the 1 will just become a 0. And then the derivative of v of x, we're going to multiply 1 by 2 and subtract the power of 2 by 1, so that's going to be 2x, and then the negative x will just become a negative 1, so the derivative will be 2x minus 1. Finally, we're going to use the product rule to find the derivative of the equation. So the derivative of f of x will equal to the derivative of u of x multiplied by v of x plus the derivative plus u of x multiplied by the derivative of v of x. So that's going to be 6x squared multiplied by x squared minus x plus 3 plus 2x cubed plus 1 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So for the second example, we're going to find the derivative of f of x equals to e to the power of x multiplied by x cubed minus 3x plus 2. So again, we're going to define the terms. So u of x is going to be e to the power of x, and v of x is going to be x cubed minus 3x plus 2. And then we're going to find the derivative of each term. So the derivative of u of x is just going to be e to the power of x again. Then the derivative of v of x, we're going to multiply the 1 by 3 and subtract the power of 3 by 1, so 3x to the power of 2, and then negative 3x will just become negative 3, so it's going to be 3x squared minus 3. And then we're going to use the product rule to find the derivative of f of x. So f prime of x is going to be equals to the derivative of ux multiplied by v of x plus u of x multiplied by the derivative of v of x. So the derivative of f of x is going to be equals to e to the power of x multiplied by x cubed minus 3x plus 2 plus e to the power of x multiplied by 3x squared minus 3. Moving on, here we have some examples for the quotient rule. So the first example, we're going to find the derivative of f of x equals to e to the power of x divided by x squared plus 1. So again, the first step, we're going to define the terms. U of x is going to be equals to e to the power of x, and v of x is going to be x squared plus 1. Then we find the derivative of each term. same as the last example, the derivative of e of x will be e of x, and the derivative of v of x, we're going to multiply the 1 by 2, so that's going to be 2x, and subtract the power of 2 by 1, so it's just going to be 2 of x. Then we're going to use the formula of the quotient rule that we just saw in the past slides. So f of x is going to be equals to v of x times the derivative of u of x minus u of x multiplied by the derivative of v of x, and all of that is going to be divided by v of x squared, which is x squared plus 1 to the power of 2. So the derivative of f of x is x squared plus 1 multiplied by e to the power of x minus e to the power of x times 2x, all divided by x squared plus 1 all squared. And the next and final example, we're going to find the derivative of f of x equals to x squared plus 1 divided by x to the x cubed minus 3x plus 2. Again, we're going to find the terms. U of x is going to be x squared plus 1, and v of x is going to be x cubed minus 3x plus 2. And then we find the derivatives. U of x, we're going to multiply 2 by 1 and subtract the power of 2 by 1, so it's going to be 2x. And the derivative of v of x, we're going to multiply the coefficient by 3, so it's going to be 3 times 1, and subtract the power of 3 by 1, so it's going to be 3x squared, and then the negative 3x is just going to become negative 3, so 3x squared minus 3. Now we're going to apply the quotient rule to find the derivative of the equation. So the derivative of f of x is going to be equals to v of x multiplied by the derivative of u of x minus u of x multiplied by the derivative of v of x, and all of that is going to be divided by v of x squared. So the final answer, the derivative of f of x equals to x cubed minus 3x plus 2 multiplied by 2x minus x squared plus 1 multiplied by 3x squared minus 3 all over, that's going to be the numerator, and all of that is going to be divided by x cubed minus 3x plus 2 all squared. And that is it for the lesson. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.